We're live. Back into life, baby. Yeah, it's very dark right now. But this episode, gotta get through it a little bit quickly. Bianca, she's gotta tend to her
you gotta be a swirl master.
Swirl master duties. Swirl master general is what I like to call her.
He's never called me that ever, but okay.
Okay. But we're back at this sucker. And after UFC 267, UFC 268, and then upcoming, it's almost like Max Holloway's card is just bam, slaps you right in the face, you know?
Because it's just so good.
You forgot that he was even coming at you. And if you look at this card, we'll talk about it. There's some insanely high level prospects on this card that it's a must watch card. So the main thing that I want to start this out with is, you know, we're gonna get the talking in check after decent dates, decent time amount spent at school.
Okay. I took a math midterm today. Definitely failed.
Yeah.
It's all right.
You know, just numbers. Put it together. Just remember what you're teaching the little guys when you're older.
Piece of pastel.
Inside joke. Okay. This begs the question. UFC 267, UFC 268. Max Holloway versus Yair Rodriguez. Is this the best 3-week stretch ever in the history of the UFC? Like, have you...
I mean, it's been a pretty packed month.
I mean, it's probably one of the best months of the UFC's history.
Yeah,
and
I've been like genuinely like into it.
Because, yeah, me too. There have been fights that sometimes just come around once a month. Or once maybe even a year. And once a Yair. That you get excited for, but we've had them back to back. And if I was a reporter, I'd be asking Dana White. I'm like, dude, do you think this is the best fight stretch ever? Because I personally think it is. I mean, do you? There's usually cards like when you come over and watch one, we'll be like, yeah, that was a baller one. But we haven't ever had a situation where there's legitimately been a card of the year back to back to back. And in my opinion,
not just like the cards back to back, but like the fights on those cards, like there's never, which I guess that's what makes it good back to back
100%.
But there's just not like a bad fight.
Mm-hmm. Did you watch? Good. You didn't watch 267 with me, right?
I think that's when it was Halloween weekend. Right?
Yeah, that was Halloween weekend.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? You just say Halloween weekend? You just put it together?
Have you never heard of that? That's how much he doesn't get out, you guys.
No.
You've never heard of Halloween weekend?
Because usually it's on the weekdays. But
it's like celebrated through the weekend because it's always on a weekend, on a weekday. So they call it like Halloween weekend.
Yeah.
You don't see like girls on your Instagram feed say like Halloween weekend.
Haven't seen that.
You're just not paying attention because it happens for sure.
Literally, all I care about going on Instagram for is UFC alerts when new fights are announced. Mateusz Gamrot versus Diego Ferreira. Let's go. Yeah, that's basically. I don't look at people's captions. Captions are the weirdest thing ever because I'm not.
Do you see my caption on my last photo?
Just like the pictures.
You have to remember it.
Bianca, you honestly think that I remember? She went to the Harry Styles concert. Yeah. That's all she talks about now. Harry Styles, hi. Harry Styles, hi. Hi, my baby, hi.
Hi, my baby. What?
Oh, you wanted just because? Yeah, you know it's true. She's a stan, just like how I am with Max Holloway. I'm not quite as where she's at with.
So many other people.
I'm not quite there with.
Really,
where she's at with Harry
you're
Styles.
A Halsey fan. I've heard some things about Halsey.
What have you heard?
I've heard some things about.
You've heard about? What do you mean?
Like things that you've said. You like her more than the average Joe.
Best 3-week stretch ever, in my opinion. I don't know if it gets any better than this. You've had title fights. Okay, now we're moving. Okay. But here's the deal, though. As crazy as this might sound, this Max Holloway card versus Yair Rodriguez, it is. There's fighters on here that have the potential to make this just as much of an exciting card as the big pay-per-views. Even though UFC 267 wasn't pay-per-view, it was still a big event. UFC 268 drew a ton of numbers, and this Max Holloway card, it has the potential to be just as good, if not better. If you can even wrap your mind around that. It might sound a little bit, as Stephen A. Smith would like to say, blasphemous.
I think you're a little bit biased, though, right?
Well, here's the thing. You're getting one of the most pound for pound, probably the most exciting fighter headline on the UFC roster, headlining this card. And then coupled with one of the most sporadic, insane strikers fighting this guy. So, I mean, out of the main events, easily could be the best out of these main events. I mean, the Colby Covington, Kamaru Usman, fantastic. But Maxwell and then the Jan Blachowicz versus Glover Teixeira basically owned that fight. So
and
I
Michael
think
Chandler.
in terms of... No, but I'm talking about main events, though.
Oh, okay.
Out of the 3 fights out of this 3-fight card stretch, Max Holloway versus Yair Rodriguez is probably going to produce the most fireworks. As much as
like fight of the night for sure.
Yeah. But we'll get into some of the other ones that have Michael Chandler versus Justin Gaethje-esque potential.
Yeah, that was
There
insane.
is potential on this upcoming card for absolute flamer. But in terms of fight of the year, you have to lock it up for Michael Chandler versus Justin Gaethje. It doesn't get any better than that.
Which is so funny, though, because I feel like his first fight in the UFC, Michael Chandler, that was what everyone was saying, too. They were like, that fight was just so insane. Who did he fight his first...
He fought Dan Hooker.
Dan Hooker, yeah.
But then he fought freaking Charles Oliveira.
Yeah,
All he is in firefights.
No, literally.
The only thing he does is get in exciting fights. And that's why I become a fan. He's like, you might not like me now after the Dan Hooker fight because he's just kind of in your face. He's right there in case you don't really know what to expect from this guy. And then he comes in, puts Dan Hooker's lights out, goes in there, drops Charles, the current champ, and then he goes out there against one of the toughest men in the world and goes 3 rounds with him, throwing haymakers back and forth, taking shots.
Literally insane how he was
facial
alive.
Reconstruction.
Yeah.
He was knocked unconscious for about 3 seconds
literally
there.
like, they went straight to the hospital. No question.
I know I wanted to hear from him after the fight, but I get it.
Yeah.
Because he was just standing there with Joe Rogan. You might as well ask him a question. Joe Rogan will only ask you one question anyway. But I think it's just because they only interview the winners. But
yeah, which is... But
there should have been a thing said in their contract where it's like, yeah, we're going to interview these guys. Because it's almost guaranteed. There was no doubt in my mind that wasn't going to perform.
Them. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. They should carve out more time to talk to the losers, I feel like. Especially if you have a banger like that. Only in the main events or championship fights.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, they should work on that.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Facts. Okay. That's that. 3-fight stretch, best ever. For 100%. Okay. Now, would I be crazy to tell you guys that the most exciting... Because we've had some crazy rivalries in the UFC. I mean, we've had the Stipe Miocic versus Daniel Cormier. Fantastic trilogy. You've had, like, John Jones and Daniel Cormier. And then... I don't know. You've had just a bunch. You've had Khabib and Conor. But in terms of the greatest rivalries ever that have performed both inside the octagon and outside, it doesn't get much better than Kamaru Usman versus Colby Covington.
Yeah.
Like, there has been...
We haven't posted in so long.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I was just thinking, I was like, you know what?
I haven't posted on Instagram in so long, dude.
And, like, I was literally telling you, though, last pod that you should put a clip on there because we said some funny stuff.
I need to just start putting clips on there.
I don't know why you did it.
It's because I'm spending a lot of time at Oregon State Athletics doing Photoshop stuff. So when I get home, that's the last thing I want to be doing.
I know. I'm just because like you were going ham. Like all of these look so good, and then I just realized I was like, you haven't posted in a long time. Mm-mm. So I just went to the account to see.
Yeah, and then tomorrow I'm really trying to. I want to do an NFL episode because this is all gear no game. We're talking about everything, but we've been just focusing highly on the UFC recently.
Because you're just a busy man now.
It is what it is, but yeah. Would you agree with me though? Like in terms of exciting press conferences, stuff they've said, and then backing it up in the octagon, it doesn't get much better than that.
No. 100%, and like the weigh-ins and everything, like everything's been entertaining. Yeah,
it's just a really rare occurrence where everything delivers, because when you get some pre-fights with some guys that are really good, you're gonna get just a humble respect all the time, and then they just bang it out. Mm-hmm. There's no animosity between the two, but we get this unbelievable scenario where two guys genuinely don't really like each other. I mean, no,
according to you, they're like low-key besties.
They are gonna low-key besties though. They're gonna have a podcast one day, 100% guarantee. You saw it a little bit there. Colby Covington was like, "It's all love, bro. Just trying to make that money for you. Go get your money." And that's what he said. That's basically what he said.
Oh, love, bro. Yeah, that's so bull.
How?
He's horrible.
On. No, he broke character for a second there. You can't even deny it. You can't even deny it.
Broke character.
You did.
Oh my god, you're so annoying.
Okay, I mean, as much as I think his shtick is like 65% real.
100%.
He just as he says, he ramps that sucker up to 100. It's at 10, and he ramps it up to 100 to make money. Influx of green. Get that green in there, into that account. Come on.
I don't know.
What do you think was better, the first fight or the second fight? Because you watched it with me.
Or like what do you want?
You kind of like him. 541. When he says 541, I love you. I was like, that's us.
You felt that, yeah.
Even though it doesn't represent my politics whatsoever, it's kind of cool.
It is cool, but that's all I'll say.
I'm gonna make an Instagram post of him posted on where you can say wrestling on accident.
On accident.
Be like, Kobe Covington. They probably want nothing to do with that guy.
No, he's probably bad press for them. He's like, please don't put 541 up.
You know what I heard on the radio last night though, that it is a good saying. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. Meaning you're loud, you get the love. You get the
squeaky wheel gets the grease, but then you grease it up when it's not squeaky anymore. But then you grease that sucker up and it's no longer squeaky.
If you get enough grease, you don't need it to be squeaky anymore. You know what I mean? You get enough cash. Shut up.
That is not what that means.
Okay, to be perfectly honest, when I started this episode, could not have imagined it went down to this. You know what I mean?
I just broke blood.
I feel like I'm in an actual studio right now. It's just a black room behind us.
It's like a newsroom.
Yeah.
Like a news
I feel like
place.
this is a one-on-one interview like on a CNN thing with these big flashing lights. I love the lights on me. I like the camera on me. I like the mic in front of my face.
Oh my god. Okay, we need to get this show on the road.
Dude, you need to chill out, okay? Swole Master General.
It's 6.
Swole Master General.
It's 5:50. I gotta go.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
What's Master General? What's that? What'd you say?
Roast Master General, that Jeff Ross guy. Swirl Master General, that's your name. Okay. Yeah.
Swirl Master. Okay.
I think honestly though, if that goes into the 6th round, that fight goes into a 6th round, Colby Covington's got it.
Gone. Nope. He's not. He doesn't have it.
He turned that sucker up in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Bye.
I watched that fight 3 times now. It gets me so excited. Colby lands. Every time Kamaru landed a shot, Colby followed it up.
Okay.
Hard shots.
Okay.
Hard shots every time.
They saw it.
Colby, without, he honestly, you can't really give
me and your mom.
I just hand round one out to
100%.
him.
We don't like him.
Round 2, I'll give you that. That's a 10-8 right there. You get knocked down twice, that's a 10-8 all day. I mean, I didn't think about it as a 10-8, but
100%.
100% a 10-8. Yeah. No, yeah. I get it.
Okay.
I get what you're saying. But he cranked that sucker up. He got that takedown. Kamaru Usman, takedown percentage?
Barely a takedown. Like kind of a takedown.
Well, man, we're going to agree to disagree here, but all I'm saying is 1A, 1B. Here, this is also what I was going to talk about is that there's a lot of talk about how
we're talking about there's a lot of talk.
There's GOATs at the same time. Where we got Kamaru Usman, we've got Colby Covington at the same time. Colby Covington would be he would be the champion. But then you also are talking about John Jones, how DC would be the champion, even though he was heavyweight champion. And then you got Stipe Miocic in there. We have Francis Ngannou, who very well could end up being greatest of all time. And I think those conversations kind of just have to become a normal thing. We can't keep talking about GOAT stuff because I'm going to try to make sense here. The sport has evolved so much where we're going to get guys that are so evenly matched from here on out that it's going to be hard to decipher a GOAT. You know what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. Is back in the day, you had guys that there was a big gap in between the best.
Like Amanda Nunes.
Yeah. Amanda Nunes is a perfect example. She's like a GSP. How there's not a lot of things in between. But now Kamaru Usman's creeping up, and even you got new girl fighters coming up. The playing field is going to get way even, and I think it's just a testament to how much mixed martial arts and fighting has just evolved.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get more of these situations where you're going to have GOAT 1A, 1B, 1C, and it's just going to be
A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, K, L, M, N, O, P.
It's going to go all the way down to Z.
Yeah.
There's going to be a bunch of them. A lot of GOAT conversations coming up in our future. Okay. That's that. That's our opening spiel. Okay.
That's our opener, baby.
That's it. 268. I mean, what was besides Michael Chandler? Just fantastic fights. Yeah, we won't get into it at all.
No, yeah.
Okay. Let's just get into this Max Holloway. Let's just get into this Max Holloway card because there is some, and then we'll talk about some fights that just got announced. So, We'll get Bianca. She was 100%. I think she picked Nasruddin Imavov. She picked Bobby King Green, and she picked Melsik Bagdasaryan. And those were your 3-fight lock. Yep, that was beautiful. Melsik looked good.
100%, right?
Yes, 100%. Souza didn't want to fight him really. Nasruddin did really good against Shabazian. Bobby King basically made light work of freaking out like
The thing is, those like
you picked that,
but they were favorites. But I didn't even realize that because I don't know who the favorites.
You still would have made money, bro. Might not have been a lot. We still made a little bit of cash.
A little bit of cash.
Oh man, I'm out of cash.
I knew you were gonna say that. Okay, let's get into it.
Max Holloway. Okay,
get into it.
So we're gonna get it. Kennedy and Chekwu versus Da Un Jung. I'm going Da Un Jung all the way. This is an absolute banger. The first one I watched, Kennedy and Chekwu, his fight with I think it was No, it was a really attractive guy. It was Carlos Olberg. Yes. Okay. Then he got that double for Dylan Marquez. Kennedy and Chekwu, so freaking good. So long, bro. I mean, he has like an 80-inch wingspan. 83-inch arm, is 6'5", 29 years old. Come on. And then Dao Jung, who I thought was Jungyoung Park, but it's Dao Jung, who's a freak show. He beat William Knight with ease, and you know William Knight can lift up basically his whole planet with his index finger. So... this fight, to kick it off, is going to be insane. Kennedy and Chekwu, so resilient, so tough. So if he gets cracked early by Dao Jung, oh shit! If he gets cracked early, you better believe he's staying in that fight, dude. Because that's what Olberg did to him, and he stayed in that fight, and then he just hits you with volume. But then Dao Jung, Seda, you better believe. Is this guy? Before I make this joke, yeah, he's from Korea. You better believe this guy would win Squid Game, bro. I saw Squid Game merch outside of the store. Who would buy a sweatshirt with Squid Game on it? It was in Corvallis.
There's so much Squid Game merch.
It's so
I've
weird.
Seen it.
Would you
I don't
ever
think
wear?
It's weird.
You wear a Squid Game?
I wouldn't personally wear it, but I could see people do it.
From a doll?
Yeah, I guess that's true. It is really gory for it to be like that. Cool. But I don't know. It was just a really well made show.
It was.
Like,
I was trying to explain this to my mom. She's like, "It's real." I'm like, no, that's illegal.
I thought when I first saw that it came out, I thought it was a real Korean game show. Yeah. But
we were gonna watch it before anyone else did.
No, literally.
And then we put it off.
We literally started and we're like, nah.
Yeah.
But it was because we were listening to it in English with the Korean, with this the audio in English. But it's way better with audio in original Korean and just having English subtitles. That's the only way to go. Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Squid Game.
Very interesting, but really good. So you should watch it if you haven't.
Season 2 coming soon.
Is it really?
Right? I don't know.
Let's not spread that. Word.
Sorry, guys. Then we got Mark Casey. We haven't seen Mark Casey, the freaking dynamic kickboxer from England. We haven't seen him since his Fiziev fight, where he got cracked a few times, but he's always in it, and he's a bone crusher, baby. And I love this guy, Mark Casey. I've been waiting for him to fight for the longest time. He hasn't fought since what? July? Yeah, the 7th is July, right? Yeah, July. 7th month is July.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. Yes, he fought Rafael Fiziev in July of 2020.
Wait, no.
Yep, because 6 is June.
Yeah.
8 is August.
8 is August.
Yeah.
I know that one.
Let's go. He's fighting Rafael Alvarez. I'm going Mark Casey all day, baby. We got a Georgian, Lyanna Jajua versus Courtney Casey. I'm going Lyanna Jajua on this one. Now, Sean Woodson. This is a freaking card.
You were talking like Joe the Schmo for a second.
What does he say, dude? He's like,
is that his name, Joe the Schmo?
It's just the Schmo.
Oh, the Schmo.
Yeah.
You're going the Schmo.
Any message to your fans worldwide, dude? He's like so freaking. What's your message to the fans?
Yeah, worldwide? His voice is so interesting.
It's his shtick. That's real. 100% him.
There's no way.
I'm kidding. Okay, now this is just the card of long bros. Because, okay, Colin Anglin, he fought Melsik Bagdasaryan, did good, got him to the ground, but Melsik, we know him, just throws heat-seeking bombs, everything crazy at you. He's fighting Sean Woodson at 145 pounds. Sean Woodson, another long dude. He's freaking 6'2", Just like Kenny and Checo, he's the sniper. He's the sniper. He's 29. He beat Youssef Zalal last time. He had a tough fight against Julian Erosa, but yeah, that Youssef Zalal was a close fight. But Sean Woodson's so long, and he's gonna put volume on you all day, and so
all day, all night.
This is such a good freaking card. I'm looking for Colin Anglin. I think he made his USA debut against Melsick, or no, he was a Contender Series alumni. And then he fought Melsick. And then Sean Woodson has fought a few times in the UFC now. This is going to be such a good fight. Sean Woodson probably is going to keep him on the outside, but if it goes to the ground, I mean, Colin Anglin's really good. But yeah, I think that Sean Woodson's going to get this dub just given the fact that he's just an anomaly at 145. He has the reach and the length and the height of I mean, he is really skinny, but he has the attributes of what could be a welterweight or a middleweight. He has just very long.
With that.
Okay, now we have Chaos Williams, who knocked out Matt Semmelsberger. We know Semmelsberger is heavy-handed guy. How did he beat?
Are these the prelims?
He beat. Yeah, this is the prelims, and then he's fighting Colby Covington's freaking training partner,
Miguel.
Miguel Baeza, Caramel Thunder. Okay, we know Caramel. I mean, that's still up for debate. Still up for debate. Miguel Baeza is so good. He had an absolute scrap of a fight with Santiago Ponzinibbio. Santiago Ponzinibbio got back in the win column against him. But Miguel Baeza, such a well-rounded fighter. When he fought Takashi Tensato, utilized his ground game ability. When he fought Matt Brown, utilized his striking capabilities.
Okay.
And, dude, he's so freaking good, dude. Like, such a well-rounded fighter. Colby Covington has nothing but good things to say about him. He is upcoming at welterweight. These two guys are so unbelievably good. Chaos Williams, he's such a heavy-handed sucker. When he knocked out Abdul Razak Al Hassan, that took me. I didn't expect that at all. And he came into a tough Michel Pereira, who's Capoeira freak show. But then he comes back against Matt Semmelsberger, who has. I want to see Matt Semmelsberger. He knocked out Jason Witt, and then he knocked. He knocked out Jason Witt, lost Chaos Williams, and then he beat Martin. Oh, yeah, that Sano fight, dude. Sano should not have been in there with Matt Semmelsberger. Yeah, that's right. I think Sano took that on fight on short notice. But, yeah, the Jedi, he's so good. But Miguel Baeza versus Chaos Williams, this has the ability to blow the freaking roof off the
place?
The Apex. The Apex.
It's at the Apex this year?
It's at the Apex.
Apex. Okay.
There are so many young up-and-coming fighters on this card. You have to tune in. Okay. Cynthia Cavio versus Andrea Lee. Going Cynthia on this one. Cynthia Cavio, she just was in a fight. She lost to Jessica Andrade, I want to say. Yes, 100%. Lost to Jessica Andrade, lost to Caitlin Chukagian. Those girls are at the top of the 125-pound division. So nothing to really be ashamed of here. But I think Cynthia Calvillo is going to get back in the win column against Andrea Lee. I think Andrea Lee is coming off a dub. Yeah, she's coming off a dub against Antonina Shevchenko, the Bullet sister. So it's going to be a good one. Cynthia Calvillo, I think she's going to get back in the win column, though, just because she's so good everywhere. Okay, now Tiago Moises versus Joel Alvarez. Couldn't tell you a bunch about Joel Alvarez, but all I know is that Tiago Moises is going to be a buzzsaw in the lightweight division because he just fought and took down Islam Makhachev. And he lasted, I'm pretty sure, just to put this entire thing into perspective, I know Dan Hooker took this fight on short notice, but Tiago Moises lasted about 3.5 rounds. Yeah, 3.5 rounds against Islam Makhachev. That is so impressive. Yeah. Took him down, landed some good shots. But here's the thing. Islam Makhachev's entering his prime. Tiago Moises is only 26 years old. So that just goes to show how insane he is. He has the perfect build for 155-pound division. He's hard to take down. He's really strong, and he can box with the best one. We saw that against Alexander Hernandez, who just throws freaking heat-seeking missiles the whole time, and he beat Bobby King Green. We just saw what he did to Ally Quinta. So that just goes to show this guy is going to be a 100% 155-pound title contender within the near future. Mm-hmm. I mean, and he's not even hitting his prime. He's only 26 years old. You know how much he's going to learn in 4 years when he's 30? He's going to get that Islam Makhachev fight back at some point down the line. And that is going to be a banger. That's
cool,
of a fight,
yeah.
Dude. Yeah. He caught Islam Makhachev at his prime. He's still a young guy. This is going to be, in my opinion, this is going to be one of those fights that Joe Rogan always talks about where it's like, you sometimes need these fights to just show where you are, where you need to be. Like you're like, I'm really high level right now, but this guy's a little bit better than me. He just shows levels.
It's like a comparison.
Yeah. It was a really good test for him, and I thought he honestly passed that fight with flying colors because RDA was supposed to fight Islam Makhachev in that. So Tiago Moises. So right now, let me just show you guys. Kenny Nchekwu, Mark Chikasi, Sean Woodson, Miguel Biza, Tiago Moises, and now, oh baby, this fight card is absolutely unreal. Song Yudong versus Julio Arce. I already made a video about how I think this is going to be fight of the year, fireworks, fight of the night contender for sure. Julio Arce puts it on you with striking, dude. He's freaking so good. He dismantled Andre Yul. Andre Yul had nothing for him in his last fight. And then Song Yudong.
Is it Yudong Song?
Huh? It could be Yudong. Well, they do that, Zhang Wei Li. And then they do Wei Li Zhang, and then I call him Song Yudong because he trained with Uriah Faber, and Uriah because he was at Team Alpha Male. I don't know if he still is now, but Uriah Faber called him Song Yudong, and that was like his coach.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just gonna go by that.
Yeah.
Every single fight this man gets in, Casey Kenny, it's when you basically put Song Yudong on a fight card, and every time you see it announced, you're like, okay, yep. What is he gonna do? He's gonna show the. His fight against Kyler Phillips. Kyler Phillips is a lot, but he still did really well. Marlon Vera's fight, controversial, but every single time this guy steps into the octagon, it's one of the most well-rounded guys you're going to see. It's such good boxing, can hang with the best strikers in an absolute gauntlet of division. You're going to take him down. If you take him down, which is really hard to do, he's going to get back up to the feet. So the Kung Fu Monkey, he's going to freaking bring the fight to you every single time. I think I see this fight standing up the entire time, but here's the but. If it changes levels, I would give the advantage to Song Yudong. And I think Song Yudong, he's a more well-rounded fighter. No offense to Julio Arce, I freaking follow that man on Instagram. I love both of these dudes so much, but I don't know. I just really think Song Yudong is something special. But if Julio Arce managed to get this dub, that just propels him right into the rankings because Song Yudong's always hovering in that 15 to 20 range. Yeah. But he's another guy like Tiago Moises who he's only 23 years old. He's only 23. He's got 7 years.
He's so young.
He's been fighting his entire life, dude. Yeah, Team Alpha Male, baby. I love Song. I get to track that man for his majority of his career. When I'm freaking 27, he's gonna be 30. And that's going to be crazy. So sick. Yeah. The amount of accomplishments this man is going to have by the time he's 30 years old is going to be unreal. Now, Felicia Spencer is one of the toughest women on planet Earth. Taking her all day. I don't think Rogerio de Lima is going to get that dub versus Ben Rothwell. And then we get to the main juice. Max Holloway. I've been watching all of his interviews, okay? As you guys know, I was not a big fan of him taking this fight. Just given the fact that it's just too risky for everything that could be set up. But here's the deal. It's almost a lock that he's going to win this fight. He's like a minus 590 favorite.
So he's like a big favorite?
Yeah, Yer has to land something absolutely spectacular in order to win this fight. And I just don't see it happening. Because...
So that means it's gonna happen.
Max is best boxer in MMA, baby. Best boxer. Yeah. If dude, I swear to God, if Max loses, I will be devastated.
Oh, I know.
My dad's looking for because he wants to win a bet so bad. He's like, should I bet on Yair? I'm like, no. And even if you did, why would you even want to do that? We love Max.
Yeah,
You can't do that. You can't put that bad JoJo on there.
So yeah, definitely needs to go for JoJo. Bad JoJo.
Can't put the bad JoJo on there.
Yeah, he should he needs to do like an easy card sometime, where he just goes through and it's like easy wins for him.
Yeah, but as soon as you think it's easy, it's just like right off the banger, right off the bat, underdog wins or something like that.
That's your guys' luck.
Yeah, exactly. But you want to do really fast? I think Max is going to win this handily, and then we're going to do a little quick segment before we end of this about using our imagination, because that's all Max has been saying. And I want to talk about a couple fights that are crazy. Yeah, he's like, with this crazy times, man, anything's possible. Okay, but first, let's do our 3-fight lock picks.
Okay.
Who are your locks, Bianca, for this upcoming fight card?
Okay, go down to the bottom.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna do Chaos Williams.
Okay, fun name. Wow, you're doing Chaos over Miguel. That's a stinger for me, dude. Oh man, this fight card's so freaking good.
It's just because it's Colby's partner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go up.
Hey, you can't knock him for that.
I'm just kidding. Tiago Moises.
Okay.
And then I'll do... Go up more. I'll do Julio Arce.
Wow, those are all really good picks. There's some serious live. Let's actually look up the odds really fast. Holloway versus Rodriguez odds, because there's some serious live dogs in here. Like, there's some serious money to be made if something. I don't know what. This is best fight odds. Max Holloway. Okay, you picked Julio Arce.
Mm-hmm.
He's a plus 110 in the majority of fights, or in the majority of draft, or what the fuck? Not DraftKings, sports books. God,
DraftKings.
And then you picked, who else did you pick? You have Chaos Williams, who's a plus 125, and then you picked...
Isn't that bad?
He's Chaos Williams plus 125. No, yeah, that's the underdog.
And then I think Tiago Moises.
Where is he? He's
right
at
there.
the top.
So
And he's minus 240. Yeah, that's definite. Yeah, dude, those are good picks, though. If I was to, instead of adding Tiago Moises, I really think that you could get away with... Oh, so Mark Casey and Rafael Alvarez. That's a good one. I think that you could go... If you're going to try to make money on this, I would seriously consider Kennedy and Chekwu, and then actually Chaos Williams and Julio Arce. I think those are pretty good.
Those are the two I did, yeah.
Yeah, that's money. The Julio Arce Songdong can go either way. The Tiago Moises is a pretty sure lock. That's my lock. Chaos Williams with Miguel Biza could go anyway, just given the fact that Chaos Williams, his power is just a big equalizer.
Yeah.
Big time equalizer. Colin Anglin could surprise, maybe, if he's managing to get it to the ground. Mark Casey, that's a lock, 100% a lock for me, so don't bet on that fight. Kennedy and Chekwu, though, versus Dao and Jung. I would seriously pick Kennedy and Chekwu.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
I almost betting tips right there. But yeah, there's some serious freaking there's some serious live underdogs.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
There's some serious prospects on this. But yeah, we'll wrap this sucker up. Really,
you have an eyelash. Come here.
Huh?
Make a wish.
Have you seen the commercial with Andrew Luck? Remember the quarterback from the Colts? Have you seen that commercial?
No, but what did you wish for?
I wished for this episode to... I wish for this episode... Not to blow up. I wish for this episode to inform people on, just...
Well, you can't tell me because then it doesn't come true.
Oh, yeah. I think I stopped mid-sentence, baby. Okay. Last thing. Let's use our imagination really fast.
Kay.
What time is it?
6:13.
Okay, we're good. Let's use our imagination. If you were Max Holloway and you could pick a fight, any fight.
The fingers are freaking me out. Okay.
What would you pick?
Like for
use your
two
imagination.
people to fight whenever.
Boxing, MMA, anything. I remember he's in the same weight class as Connor, Charles Oliveira.
Colby Covington versus Jake Paul.
No, for Max Holloway. What the fuck? Dude, Max Holloway versus Jake Paul, though, I'd watch that. Just watch Jake get his head pop back. 100%.
I just want to see. I wonder how that would be because their egos are the same.
Who?
Jake and Colby. I wonder how that would go.
I think Jake beats him in a boxing match. I don't know. Dude, that's a bold statement, dude. But
yeah, that was okay. I'm gonna go Max versus Dustin Poirier. I don't know.
Ooh,
that could be good.
They fought? Yeah, about 155. And Poirier's beat him twice, but it was still a really good fight.
So we need a third, and he could come back.
It could happen again. Though. No, but Max has beat Charles Oliveira when Charles Oliveira fought at 145. So I'm thinking at one point, if Max gets that belt back,
then he could fight
at 145. He can go up and challenge Oliveira and give him a rematch and maybe become a double champ. That'd be crazy.
That'd be
another
sick.
Fight that I'm using my imagination.
What about you? Yeah, let's hear yours.
I'm using my imagination with this. A Justin Gaethje versus Max Holloway fight would be crazy. I understand that Justin Gaethje probably maybe gets him out of there, but I just want to see Max's chin tested against one of the hardest hitting 155ers.
Yeah,
because I think Max is a top 7 lightweight.
Okay.
His takedown defense is so underrated. He's got really strong hips. He can stuff takedowns all day. It's just a matter of when he gets in a flow state. Sometimes guys might randomly take him down, but you saw in the Volk fight, and Volk is so unbelievably strong. He gets right back up to his feet, and he doesn't take a lot of damage from the bottom because he scrambles so well. So that's that. In terms of boxing, though, I mean, a Terrence Crawford, that'd be kind of crazy. But it's best boxing MMA, baby.
I like how you asked me, and you just said use your imagination, and I just gave you a random ass fight.
But it works.
Yeah.
Poirier versus Holloway 3. You never know.
No, I'm saying when I said Jake Paul and Colby.
Yeah. No, yeah, but I wouldn't say that's far-fetched.
It'd be a good fight.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
Yeah.
I don't get how people stream stuff though. Where do you stream things? On Reddit?
I don't know.
I buy all the pay-per-views. Well, I don't. Mama
buys them for me.
Yeah. So Bianca gave her a 3-fight lock. Yeah, we used our imagination. We played a little bit of matchmaker. Yeah, that's it. We'll save this. Really quick. Do we have time?
Sure.
Do we have time?
We have like 5 minutes.
We have time. Okay. Loma Lukbami's fighting, but also our boy Mateusz Gamrot is back against Diego Ferreira. That fight is going to be so unbelievably good. Want to know why? Is because Mateusz Gamrot, this is his opportunity to enter the big boy show at 155 pounds. And if anybody has a skill set to just absolutely throw a big hitch in things, it is him. Because you can't take this guy down. He put freaking Jeremy Stevens in a Kimura. You know how hard it is to put Jeremy Stevens in a Kimura?
No one puts Jerry Stevens in a Kimura.
Scott Holtzman, bro. Okay, but Diego Ferreira, I gotta give it to him. He has been in that upper echelon of 155ers. Just no one has talked about him. He's lost, I think, to Beneil Dariush and then to Gregor Gillespie, I want to say. Yeah, he lost to Beneil and Gregor Gillespie. Dude, fucking steel trap, bro. But Mateusz is going to be the biggest test of his career besides fighting Guram Kitaladze, who's a stud. I'm just looking forward to this one. It is on the December 18th. Yeah, December 18th fight night. It's going to be money.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and then last thing, Khamzat Chimaev, please, guys. I know that Leon Edwards, he doesn't want to take this fight. He's already tried to take it 3 times before.
He's scared.
But Jorge Masvidal backed out of the fight. He got hurt. Mm-hmm. So Leon is either going to wait for the title, but come on. You got to show the haters. I mean, you got to show the doubters, dude. The Nate Diaz fight was a great performance for 4 minutes and 50 seconds. But, dude, take this Khamzat fight, please. You know how many eyeballs, how much money you're gonna make from this fight?
He'd make a lot of money. Why is he not wanting to?
This is his time. No, I don't know. This all happened today.
Oh, okay.
Everybody, freaking Gilbert Burns is wanting to get a piece. I'm sure Vicente Luque wants a piece. Everybody wants a piece of Leon Edwards. He's a hot commodity right now. But please, Leon, take this fight. I'm begging you. Khamzat Chimaev, we need to see where he's at. And if there's a guy to test it without actually putting him in a title fight, it's him. Because in my opinion, Leon Edwards, there's 1A, 1B, and 1C. And Leon Edwards is by far 1C in terms of well-roundedness and in terms of challenging. I'm getting a little nicely here. Challenging Kamaru. Vicente Luque, he's got really good takedown defense and stuff, but I just don't see anybody else having a good shot of beating him besides Leon and Colby. So I think Vicente gave him a good fight, but please, Khamzat. I mean, please give Khamzat that chance.
Yeah.
I know there's not a ton of money. There's probably not amount of money that's going to want to make Leon risk this because he's already got that big fight against Nate Diaz, which in his mind kind of solidified his title shot, but
we'll see.
I'm telling you, that would be
really
a phenomenal way to close out the year.
Maybe they can try to give him a lot of money for it, and he might do it.
He might. I would take it just to show everybody that, hey, this is what's up. And it would just be so much fun to gauge Khamzat's abilities.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah.
My
okay, guys.
so scratched up.
Yes, sir. Got to take Bianca to work. Okay.
Got to go to serve the people of Albany area.
Albany, Oregon. 541.
But not from Colby, Covington's area.
Okay. Bye, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye. Peace out.